Hi, I'm Rachel, and welcome back to Autistically Transcendent. Today, I want to talk about something that's been a huge part of my journey, dysphoria. As a trans woman, dysphoria is something I deal with every day, and I want to share some of my personal experiences with it. I'll be talking about how dysphoria affects me, specifically around certain aspects of myself, like my voice and my hair. It's not always easy to talk about, but it's an important part of my transition. Just to clarify, gender dysphoria is the distress or discomfort that arises when your gender identity doesn't align with your physical appearance or societal expectations. For me, it's not just a matter of feeling different. It's a deep emotional discomfort that affects how I see myself every day. Dysphoria can show up in many ways, and it can be different for everyone. For me, it's tied to specific parts of my body, and it's something I've struggled with for a long time. One of the most obvious ways dysphoria shows up for me is with my voice. It's something that's always been difficult to live with. As a trans woman, my voice doesn't match how I see myself, and that causes a lot of discomfort. Every time I speak, I feel this disconnect between how I sound and who I truly am. I've been working on feminizing my voice through training, but it's a slow process, and I feel that sense of dysphoria when I hear myself speak, especially in public or in situations where I have to interact with strangers. Another part of my body that triggers dysphoria is my hair. I can't style it because I'm going bald. I tried to grow it out once, but it just looked messy and wild, honestly like a mad scientist, but a male mad scientist. It just didn't work for me. Over time, I've learned to wear wigs in public to cover my natural hair. While it helps me feel more feminine and hide the parts of me that causes dysphoria, it's still a constant reminder of how my body doesn't match my gender identity. But I'm working on finding ways to accept my hair, even though it's a slow process. Living with dysphoria can be exhausting. It's not just about how I look, it's about how it affects my sense of self. When you're constantly reminded that your body doesn't match your identity, it can make simple things like looking in the mirror or hearing your voice emotionally draining. Some days I can feel more at peace with myself, but on other days it's like dysphoria is all I can think about. It's this constant tension between who I am inside and what I see in the mirror. While dysphoria doesn't go away overnight, there are ways I've learned to cope with it. For one, I focus on things I can change. Voice training has been huge for me, even though it's a slow process. Even small improvements feel like a victory. Similarly, I've shaved my hair really short and experimented more with different wigs. Finding styles that help me feel more feminine is a big part of coping with dysphoria. It's not a perfect fix, but it makes me feel better in my own skin. It's also important for me to be patient with myself and to remember that dysphoria doesn't define me. It's a part of my experience, but it doesn't take away who I am or my worth as a person. Even though dysphoria is a big part of my journey, I'm learning to live with it in a way that allows me to embrace who I am, both inside and out. The process isn't always easy, but every step forward is a step towards feeling more comfortable in my own skin. If you've experienced dysphoria, whether you're trans or not, I'd love to hear your story in the comments. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more content on my journey. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time on Autistically Transcendent. Take care.